what made me kind of want to do music was I ain't never told nobody this. So y'all be the first people I tell this shit to. When I was young, right, like I knew how to sing, but I never sung like in front of nobody. Like I ain't never do it. Like my mom used to try to get me to sing in front of her friends. Like she'll bring like, I was probably 7, 6 or some shit. And she used to bring, like her friends might be over there. They be, like my mom used to throw a lot of parties and all that. And they might be kicking it or whatever. And then she'll like call me downstairs, like, come down here, like, come and sing. And she's always make me sing one song. It was a Jadakiss song. And she used to make me do like the moves off the video, like the rolling and the, like, it was weird. I'm 7, why you making me do that? But yeah, so like I knew how to sing, but I never like tapped into it because I was kind of embarrassed of it. I don't even lie. Like it was like, why the hell I'm the one that know how to sing? Why nobody else don't know how to you know what I mean? And then I was like 12, and I had a girlfriend or whatever. I was in 7th grade, and I was going with this girl. Her name was Aisha. And I made her a tape. Like I was singing on the tape. I forgot what song I sung, but I sung like on this tape, and I gave it to her. Man, do you know? This lady let the whole school hear the tape, but I made it for her. I was like, oh, no, I ain't doing no more singing ever in my life. Like, that, she fucked it up for everybody. Like, nobody won't hear me sing no more. Probably fast forward till I was probably, I don't know. But I was in the street, like, heavy. And I was sitting in the car at my aunt's house, me and my brother, and he was like, oh, no, Young Ralph, if y'all familiar with Young Ralph. Ralph called me, and he was like, hey, come to the studio. So I was like, for what? Like, but at this time, like, I forgot I knew how to sing. At this point, like, I ain't doing nothing like that with my life, you know what I mean? So I came, I went up to the studio with him. He was like, hey, like me and Ralph, he like really my brother, you know what I mean? Like, we grew up together for real. So, like me, him, Young Thug, Huey Longway, like a lot of us, we from the same neighborhood. He was like, come up to the studio. So I shot up to the studio, and I went in there, and he was like, hey, I need you to do something for me. I got this song that I'm doing for Greg Street, and I need somebody to kind of like, you ain't gotta sing, just kind of like some harmony or something. So I was like, all right, I'll do it. So I go in the booth. So I'm looking out. Like, this is my first time in the booth, in the studio, period. So I'm looking out like, I do not want to do this. You know what I mean? So I got them. I was like, hey, cut off all the lights. So they cut off all the lights in the studio. So I was like, no, hey, tell everybody they gotta leave. So he put everybody out. Like, it was like this small, the part was so small what I had to do. It probably like, that's it. But I made everybody get out so I could do it. So I came out, and then like, they went through the mixing and all that. So then they played the song. So I was like, oh shit. But I didn't know, like, back then I'm thinking like that little small part, it was just gonna be that, you know what I mean? But it was like all over the song. So I was like, oh shit, like, I'm on this song. So I was like, damn, I might do this. So probably the next week or something, I called Ralph like, hey, let me use your studio. He was like, for what? I was like, I'm about to do a song. He was like, oh, I can't wait. Like, in real life, Young Ralph the reason I'm even an artist, you know what I mean? Like, he the reason I'm an artist, because he let me do a lot of, like, he allowed me to do the shit. So I went back and I recorded like 2 songs. They were the worst songs in the world, like, ever. I think one of them was, it's some bullshit. It was called, like, something about my girlfriend. It was like some real kiddie bullshit. So he was like, it's all right, bro, like, it's all right. Like, just keep doing it. Like, don't stop doing it. He was like, it ain't bad. He was like, your shit sound better than a lot of people. He really was lying to me, but like, he kept me in it, you know what I mean? So then after that, I just kept going. I kept going. And then I eventually, like, I started making cool songs to people. Like, at first, when I first started doing music, I was only doing it to see what they thought was cool. Like, okay, is this a cool song? Like, I was just trying to make cool songs. Like, then I leave the studio and go straight back to my neighborhood and put it in the radio. All right, y'all listen to this song. And they're like, oh shit, this nigga can sing, this nigga can rap. You know what I mean? It was like that. So then I was like, okay, now I make cool songs. Now they want to hear me make a song. They started asking me like, You ain't did no more songs. You ain't did no more songs. Like, hey, make me a CD with all them songs you did on it. It started getting like that, and I was like, shit, like, I'm about to be a rapper. So I told my little brother that, like, hey, I'm finna be a rapper. He like, man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, you not about to be a rapper, man. Like, for probably 3 months, he told me I wasn't gonna be no rapper. We just used to be laughing. I'm like, I'm telling you, I'm finna do it. So I kept going. And then me and Young Thug, like, they're like my brother. And I remember 2011, like, I had started kind of wanting to take it serious. Like, all right, I'm gonna try it. But I still didn't take it serious after that. It was just weird. So we flew to LA, me and Thug. Like, they hit first time on the plane. So, man, the man is crazy, man. So we walking, like, to the airport. So me and him, it was me, him, and the dude that we was with at the time. Like, we walking to the archive. We walking to the airport or whatever. Like, we parked and we walked out. So this fool got so much weed in his pocket, telling me how high he about to be on his plane. So I'm like, what? Like, fool, you finna go to jail. That's where you finna go. So he like, nah, boy, you crazy, boy. I'm finna smoke on that plane. So then Bobby, he like, hey, bro, give me the weed, bro. Don't do that, bro. Like, we going to jail, bro. So he gave the weed. We was mad about that weed, boy. That shit was funny, though. So we just kicking it. We just laughing at the shit or whatever. So we got to L.A., right? We went to the BET Awards. We got to L.A., and we were actually in the awards now. So now we just chilling. We were like probably 3-4 rows from the stage. And we were just kicking it with me, Thug, and one of my other buddies was next to him on that side. So the real Rick Ross, like Freeway Ricky Ross, he was like some seats over, but he was like over that way. So Thug keeps saying, hey, Rick Ross looking at you. So I'm like, no, he ain't, bro. So I'm not looking over there. First of all, I'm not finna look over there. You're not finna get me to look. So he like, hey, I'm telling you, he looking at you, bro. So I look. So now when I look in their direction, it was like Rick Ross. It was Freeway Rick Ross. He had like a white dude and it was a black dude, but they were like bodyguards over there. So when I looked the first time, it was like they looked at me. It was like just a head nod over there. So I kind of shook. So I'm back looking at the show. So I look back over there. He like, bro, why is they staring at you? I'm like, I look again. Now it's like I'm staring at them. Oh man, they got real weird in there, man. Now they looking like they finna. I thought they were gonna kill me in there. So now he laughed. I'm like, this shit ain't funny. What you doing? He like, bro, they on the way over here. They walking over here. So I look up. Now I keep making eye contact with them. They think I'm staring at them, bro. I'm like, man, this man is fucking stupid, man. I said, bro, stop fucking doing that shit, bro. Like, stop, stupid ass, boy. We way in L.A. I don't know nothing about these people. They don't know nothing about me. It was just crazy. Oh, it's stupid, man. That boy played a whole lot, boy. It was just crazy. And then we end up, after the show went off, we end up kicking and talking to Ross and all that. It was cool. And I just was like, hey, bro, I was not staring at y'all, man. This fool keep telling me to look like y'all looking at me. But it was funny, though. It was funny. We were just kicking it up.
And it was the day that Kendrick met Andre 3000, and Dr. Dre's the one who introduced them. And Hit Boy was in the studio. It was me, Kendrick, Andre, Dre. It was just crazy, and I was just a fly on the wall, just chilling.
You know, I wanted to do it live because I felt like it was more personal. It was more intimate. I wanted to just kind of kill all the distractions for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do nothing but focus on what I'm saying.
That's Chris Lighty, man. A wonderful dude. Man, a humble dude. Yeah. And if he really believed in something, you would know it because he's going to go 100%. And that's what he planned on doing with us. Yeah. So, once again, R.I.P. Chris Lighty.
Rest in peace to Chris.
That's who he is.
Definitely.
As I start finding myself, you know, people showing love, they always show love. Because I always just been a good person, you know, never try to be someone I'm not. I just be cool and, you know, I'm always friends with everybody. I never really had no problems. So, everybody always supported me.